My name is Mónica Rojas. I'm originally from Peru. I'm a dancer, I'm a musician, and in the last 3 or 4 years I have combined both my degree in anthropology and my artistic interests and skills to start a project called the Cajon Project, working to raise awareness and educate about the presence of African descent people in Peru. One way in which my approach to art and activism in the community is innovative has to do with an idea, an overarching idea that I have been experimenting with in the last 2 or 3 years, and is based on the word glocal, or the concept of glocality, which is pretty much the combination of the word local and global. Although I'm not physically in Peru, I can be there at the same time by echoing and being an extension of the activities and efforts that are happening. I'm also experimenting with this idea of glocality, the simultaneity of events. There's an international Cajon festival. In the central day of the festival in Lima, I facilitated a Cajon workshop with Peta Robles, who is a well-recognized Afro-Peruvian percussionist. Last year, here in Seattle, on June 4th, I produced an all-day event to celebrate Afro-Peruvian Culture Day. The artists, myself, and in the audience were experiencing this glocality. Last December, I invited Miguel Vallambrosio to come here to help me lead an atajo de negritos, which is a tradition very particular to the southern coast of Peru, in a town called El Carmen. Miguel Vallambrosio is from El Carmen, and he came to Seattle to lead a Seattle-based atajo de negritos. According to Miguel Vallambrosio, this was the very first time this dance left Peru or was performed outside of Peru. So there was a simultaneity of events happening. For the Ecos Afroperuanos show that I produced last year, we had a very deep conversation about how can we project colonialism today. Colonialism homogenizes, erases identity, and they came up with the idea of using masks, white masks and white costumes, so that they all look the same. People were able to connect with that idea of colonialism in a much more direct way. My artistic approach to this dance is very innovative in that way that I'm trying to connect history and past with present, and also projection of identity, breaking stereotypes and breaking standards. By having this concept of glocality and being in two places at the same time, it is important to get constant feedback so that my teaching here in Seattle is also evolving and moving along with what's happening in Peru. I've been fortunate to collaborate with Laura Rebolloso and other artists of the Seattle Fandango Project, and it's been very interesting to generate these conversations about links musically and in dance that are very similar. So I'm building bridges, but I'm also pushing boundaries and making connections with other African diasporic groups.
Toma, 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 toma. Eso! Rico, mamá!
I can proudly say that I was one of 2 percussionist women out there. I'm not only breaking stereotypes, breaking boundaries, I become a leader and creating spaces for these other women also to be part of this glocal experience. So that's my ultimate goal. Continue expanding my community beyond the Peruvian experience and collaborate with other organizations that have similar goals and use art as an empowering tool and a tool for change.